Hey everyone! Okay, we are back to finish this build, hopefully. We got quite a bit done last night, but there's still quite a bit to go. So let's just get right into it. If you weren't here yesterday, this is our inspiration photo. This is what we're trying to build. And this is what we have so far. Um, Obviously not a perfect match, but it's pretty similar. One of the things I noticed right off the bat when I got in this morning was that, or this morning, this evening, is that the roof on this is not very round. So we're going to just make that rounder now. Um, I think that helps the overall effect. All right, so let's get in here. Here's what we have so far. We'll do a quick little mini tour. Um, I haven't really decided who's going to live here. If it's a fairy, if it's a gnome person. I am really leaning towards fairy because that's the whole point of the pack, right? But we have our little sitting area. I wasn't feeling the fireplace options, so I kind of did this custom little built-in fireplace situation. We have our living room. We have our office, desk area, study, some bookshelves. A lot of these are empty because we are going to fill in quite a bit of this with debug clutter. We have like a little entranceway. We made this beautiful little divider between a sitting area. This is a coffee table. We were going to put a dining table, but we weren't entirely sure the couch chairs would work. So we opted for the coffee table instead. This is going to be our kitchen and apothecary, and then we're going to have a little half. I don't know if it's going to be a full bath or a half bath in there. Um, This is going to be our little greenhouse. I keep using the word little. This is not little. This is a big greenhouse. This is going to be our greenhouse. And then upstairs we'll have our bedroom and maybe another bathroom. I haven't decided yet. Depends how big. I really want to use the new tub that the pack came with. So it depends how big that is, if it takes up a lot of space or not. So I just realized we don't have a door for our bathroom. We should probably get one of those before I start hanging stuff on the walls there. Actually, first we should put our cheats on. Ignore gameplay. There we go. All right, so we need a door to our bathroom. Cute, with the little snail. Want the snail or the tree? I'm a big snail fan. I actually have a stained glass lamp that is a snail. I got it for my birthday. I'm still trying to find the perfect place for it, but... Alright, let's see what we have as far as kitchen stuff. Did we get new counters? Yes. Yes, we did. Do we have the other ones? Oh, yes. Okay. They didn't put them next to each other for some reason, so that's kind of interesting, but... Alright. See what all the different pieces look like. I like the little drawers. Cute. Oh, I like this. I never use this piece because I never build. I always use this end piece instead, but we're definitely going to use that as our corner piece because I think that's really nice. I'm trying to decide if we want this to go right into the apothecary table or if we want some space. Or do we put the apothecary table on this side? doesn't like that, but we can... Oh, I didn't put move objects on. That's the one I missed. There we go. I think it's clipping through the back a little bit. There we go. And then this, we're going to... What are we going to do? I can do it this way? I feel like that's less obvious than the other way. And then we can just merge this over a smidge. Just make that flow right in there. All right. I do like the idea of the island. Do we want to go round or square? Ooh. Well, I like this round piece better, but it doesn't really fit right. Could we use this? Okay, hear me out. Kind of like a little corner shelf? Is that weird? We need some light in this corner. Can't really see what we're doing. That's better. I think it's kind of weird. If we change the color. No, there's something weird. There's like a weird little corner piece that I don't love. All right, let's look at appliances and then we'll come back to... Let's see. We got a lot of green, a lot of purple, black, brown. Really could go anyway. I feel like we kind of have to go old-timey fridge. Which I'm not mad about. These come in broken, so I don't really want to put those in because I don't think this sim is going to be handy right off the bat. Actually, I kind of like this one for... I just wish it didn't have the gold. Or if the gold was more brass, maybe. Oh, I think we'll follow the same... Oops. Same idea. I'm conflicted because I want to just do like wraparound counters the whole way, have all the appliances, all the things. And then maybe just a small island. Even that's too big, I think. What if we get rid of the middle piece? That's not so bad. It's a little tight, but it's not so bad. And then we can put a fun light over this. We need a sink. And my rule is the sink has to go under the window. I don't have a reason. It's just how I feel. The sink belongs under the window. If you have to do dishes, you should at least be able to look outside and see how beautiful it is and not be sad that you're doing dishes. We did have a really nice backsplash that came with this, so I do want to find that. I don't know what it's called, but Mystic Moth Mosaic Backsplash. Oh, and of course my window is going to let us down. We could switch for a skinnier window. Because I really like this. I want to use it. I think we're going to change it to the green swatch. I kind of like this one. I think that matches our color scheme a little bit. There was none that was like green and purple, right? No, the purple one's like really purple. I like that one too, but I just... maybe that one's better. Just for this. This is probably my favorite swatch, just because it's really fun. Most of the builds I do are very, we'll call it maximalist. Just crazy colors, crazy patterns. It's what I want. I grew up in a beige house, and I just don't want any of that anymore. Did we get upper cabinets with this? We did. I feel like with the short walls, though, unless we just do little cabinets, or maybe even open shelving would be nice. Like that I kind of like. Or we can even just move it up a smidge. Give us a little bit. I don't know what the window is going to be like yet, so... That does cut into this, though. I'll leave that for now. Let's go find a window. I used the Mega... I don't know what they're called. Mega windows. Mega... Where are you? No, that's it. Mega window. Maybe this smaller one? The only thing that really stinks about that is the backsplash is going to cover the window. Ugh. What do we do? What do we do? Could do something like that. And then it covers most of it. I'll paint the walls in here. Maybe to match. Because other words, I don't know if my sim will know that that's not painted, and then they'll be upset that the room is unfinished. I'm gonna just do this, but I think we're gonna just do this the whole way here. Maybe. All right, we'll have to play around with that. Let's see about maybe some open shelves instead. I know we got these. I do kind of like... Oh, I don't know. Color's not exactly right. Oh, that's better though. I feel like that's as close as we get. Or do I just go standard shelves? Good old home chef hustle. Maybe another mushroom. I never use these shelves, but maybe this is... Oh, and that's why. Again, with the wood swatches just not matching anything we need it to. What do we want to do here? Like, maybe that's kind of okay? I feel like we have to get rid of this cabinet, though. And then we just do more shelves over here. What do we want to do for a curtain? You know, hold on. This is cute. What other swatches do we have? Because functional, I don't know. I mean, it's hanging in the sink. That one fits kind of nice. Do we have any good colors? Ooh. Okay, that's kind of nice. Brownish red, blue. There's no actual green. Could just go brown. Brown's kind of nice. Or black to tie in like the couches and stuff. Green, brown, or black. I'm gonna do brown for now. All right. Clutter will fill in a little bit because I found that for whatever reason, when I go to add certain things, it gets deleted. Let's swap our lights. We need something over our little countertop here. I do like these, even though they're kind of industrial. They're like one of my favorite things to put over my kitchen islands. We could size them down so they're not so aggressive. The swatches aren't really great, though. We did get... One of the base game updates gave us these little pendant lights. Which also... these ones. Which also look really nice, but... See, that looks a little too fancy, too. Maybe the mason jars. I never use these. I'm not a mason jar person. I have a friend who uses mason jars as cups and everything else, but I feel like we have to use this watch because that's the color mason jars are. I don't know, I just don't really like the way they look. Baskets? I mean, there's these, which feels like the obvious choice, but I don't know, it's just not quite... Okay, wait, this I like. And then does it come in... You know what? We got these other lanterns. These ones. They hang a little low, but I think they could be kind of fun. Maybe if we raise them up, how high can we go before they poke through the floor? Oh, not very. I never play with short wall height either, so this is like... Can I put something over that later? Maybe. You know what? We're going to leave that for now. I think I like that. This is feeling very open. I don't know what to put there, so we'll pause on that for now. But there's our kitchen. I feel pretty good about it. Let's go look at all the fun appliances because... All right, tea set? Probably. Right? Fairies probably like tea. I like tea. I like tea, but I rarely have tea. I think probably because I'm impatient. And coffee I can just pour together and it's ready. Would a fairy have a rice cooker? Or not even, it's a pressure cooker. A sweet treat maker? That's probably for sure. I feel like fairies like sugar. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Waffles? Maybe? We have so many fun appliances. Ooh. But this tea set. Ugh. Like so formal. I guess we'll leave it with the silver. Or maybe it's pewter. Alright, microwave. Probably not. Coffee pot I don't like to play with just because Sims like coffee way more than I think even I do. A mixer I do like. I like the idea of a mixer. We'll just keep it black. I don't like how it hangs off the counter. Like in real life, you're never going to put your mixer hanging off the counter. And this, I don't know if it will actually function because we kind of cheated on that thing. But we'll try it. And then if we need to move it, we can move it later. Ooh, we got a new mailbox. That's good because I don't think this one's doing it for us. Come in different colors. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Should we put it kind of towards the end of the driveway here? Sometimes it'll let you even, like, scoot it off property a little bit. Oh, now I can't pick it up. That's what I get for trying to cheat and scoot things off the property. All right, we'll put it over here. We'll just make it simple. All right. Kitchen's looking good. We could probably put a little wall light here. It's a little dark. Actually, there's that one that's like fireflies caught in a jar or something. This is what I was thinking of. It's not actually fireflies, but same vibe. I never really use it, and I think this is a good spot too. It even comes in green to blend with the tree. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Ooh, this is also a decent option. Will that affect our ability to get up the stairs? It looks like it's like in the tree. Hopefully it doesn't affect their ability to get up the stairs, but we'll play that by ear. Oh, there's also these from the pottery from Business and Hobbies. I do kind of like that as well. Just adds a little bit of something. I do like this candle. Does it feel like a little bit of a fire hazard here? Yes. Right? Like right there under the sticky notes? Like, isn't that asking for disaster? Maybe we put it on this table instead. So it's got room to breathe. We already have a salt lamp. Maybe another one upstairs because I do like a good salt lamp. This is cute, but I feel like I don't know what to do with it. Like, does it go on a table? Does it go on the floor? Like a little bit too big for one and not big enough for the other. Maybe we put one of these pretty candles over it. See, like that flame is touching. That is definitely... If The Sims knew better, that's going to catch on fire. But I don't know if it does. $1,000? Oh my gosh. I mean, not that it matters. We're not sticking to a budget, but $1,000 for a candle? Feels a little bit excessive. We'll do that one. Yeah, I think that's nice. I like this. We could put some stuff there. We're going to look in debug. Let's look at clutter for the kitchen. I'm thinking mugs. I'm thinking... We want dirty, drippy mugs? Maybe. I feel like we probably don't have white mugs. We have fun little cutesy mugs. We can do plates. We have all of these great jars. We're definitely going to use some of these containers. I'll just go ahead and stack some of these up. They do size down nicely too. So if you want to mix and match, kind of like that. And then you can, they all have different things you can fill them with too. Pickles, little pasta or something. Carrots, I guess. I wish the lid color didn't change. Maybe I'll just do like that. Then there's these guys, which these actually stack, which is kind of nice when you have to fill different spaces. Sometimes we can trick it if we are in top-down mode without having to move. It's gonna make us move the counter. That's okay. We're gonna be doing a lot of that when we get into debug anyway. A cute little basket. Maybe some nectar. What else we have? Here's a little picture of a pear. Nothing inspires cooking like a picture of a pear. Big old jar of olives. Maybe the largest jar of olives I've ever seen. Some little cooking utensils. Bothers me that this doesn't slot in here. What else we got? There's a jar of peppers. Kind of looks like fish. Oops. Wrong button. Oh. Crunchy bits. It's dog treats. What else we got? There's some... Oh, these plates fit. Could use these ones. Colors do they come in? I like that they're all kind of natural colored too because, you know, fairies. Nature. Enchanted by nature. Natural colors. Mortar and pestle feels appropriate. Let's throw that up here. This one already has one, so maybe we'll put it on this side. That's just some pots. Cookie jar. Just changes the lid. I'm not upset at the idea of a cookie jar. And I believe they can actually, there's gameplay for that. I believe you can actually snack from the cookie jar. Little canisters. I wish these had mushrooms on them. They missed an opportunity. You know those viral, like, um, vintage canisters that everyone's after that are like this, but they're yellow with the mushrooms on them? Actually, maybe this teapot is like poking fun at it because it's called Legacy Teapot and they're kind of like this. The little mushrooms. And we alt place this on our stove. Will it catch fire? I don't know, but it looks cute, so we're going to try it. And if it catches fire, we'll address that when it happens. Camping pots and pans. Cookie chaos. I'm not mad at some cookie chaos, especially when we have a cookie jar. Here's the plates I was thinking of. A little kitchen. Oh, a big kitchen scale. Some spices. I try to limit where, so like this counter has stuff on it, so they won't use it to cook. Same with this one. So that means if I want to put decorations here, that's a good place to do it. But I do need to keep some open counters so that they have places to prepare their meals, or if they're serving their meals, because we don't have an actual dining table. As much as I love this nook, this might be changing because I don't know how functional it's going to be. And I do want to play in this house once it's done. What is this? The balance reset kit. Oh, it's like bath salts and stuff. All right, we're not going to put those in the kitchen. All right. I think we're pretty okay with what we've got going on here. I wonder if I can... Okay, hold on. That's frustrating. I want these moths to line up. I guess I could do that, and then because it's behind the shelf, maybe you won't notice it as much. You'll notice it when it clips like that, though, huh? Oh, Sims, why? Alright, just leave it. No one's gonna know. It's not that big of a deal. Ah, but I'm gonna know. had cabinets across the whole top, it wouldn't matter. Maybe that doesn't matter anyway. Then what happens over here? I feel like that's okay. I think that's our best case scenario, I think. And then what I can do, throw another counter over here. No one will know something scary is happening behind the scenes. Let's look at the end piece, maybe. Oh, you know what? We're going to do the little piece because I need a place to put the trash can. Oh, why is it doing that? Weird. Actually, my fridge isn't against the wall. I mean, but then does this go through the... It doesn't go through the wall. Alright, so I guess that's fine. But I need a place... Oops, I need a place for the trash can. I always forget about the trash can until it's time to throw something away. Did we get one with this pack? I don't think so. Alright, so do we go... I'm leaning towards something taller just to block that craziness. I don't know if we have anything that tall. Just a barrel. You know what? That feels kind of right. And then what we can do is boot the fridge. And put this guy over here. And voila! Not too shabby. Alright, let's save before something happens. think I feel pretty good about that. Do we want to bring some of these shelves over here? Maybe not. Maybe we put some, like a wall decoration or something over here. Or some plants. We don't have nearly enough plants. Oh, actually, I made a comment yesterday that we got these in the kitchen clutter kit, and they look so cute right here by your sink. If you take a shelf, pop it there like a little windowsill, move this guy out of the way, bam. Doesn't that just feel right? Probably even size this down, honestly. Make it like... that's not even. We'll fix that. There, that's pretty good. And then, because there's 3 shelves morphed together, it gives you 3 more sets of item slotting. So we can put some little clutter up here. Maybe, if we could find clutter small enough. Maybe a dirty coffee cup. Make it look lived in. Maybe another little seedling. Baskets up there. Keep grabbing the screen to move, and it's taking our backsplash down. What are these, little pot holders? You know, I just had a thought, too. I put a real, like, computer here. We have a computer from, I think it's from Cottage Living, that looks like a typewriter. And that just feels more on brand. It even comes in green. It's perfect. All right, sorry. Back to the kitchen. Toothpaste, toilet paper. Not really feeling like kitchen stuff. Fish on the wall. Ooh, you know what we can use? These message in a bottles are pretty good, but also, when your cats give you feathers, if you go to drag them to the wall, it will place as a, like a picture of the bird and then like the feather in there. And it looks really nice. Oh, here, Abby said yesterday that we should use these outside as decorations. We'll see. It looks like a lot, but I feel like it might work. I'm just going to throw them out there so we don't forget. This is actually cool because I thought a lot of this collection stuff was only through debug, but it's actually, I guess, from show hidden objects, it all pops up. So that's really convenient. And then we can put some little crystals. All right, we're in the wrong room. Kitchen, 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 kitchen. We're looking for kitchen clutter. We'll go back to the other rooms later for all of this. Let's finish the kitchen. Here, these are the feathers I was talking about. So see, on here, oh, it just comes out as the bird. But in your inventory, it's just a feather. But here, it pulls out like the bird. So maybe that would be kind of cool to put as artwork somewhere. Hey, Axo, thanks for coming back. How's your day been? Good, I'm glad. I'm looking for some good clutter for the kitchen. My day was good. I got a lot done. I went and hung out with my mom. I did some grocery shopping. And now I get to play Sims, my favorite part. I've been really eager to get back on and keep working on this after last night, so just trying to be good and not go in here and do anything. I'm like, I gotta wait for the stream. All right, I need more kitchen clutter for our shelves here. Here's what we have in the kitchen so far. I know this is kind of glitching out, but I had to make it do what I want it to do. And it's not liking it too much. There we go. That should have fixed it, I think. Okay. Thank you. So we're looking for clutter. We're looking for, like, this kind of stuff is perfect. Little mandrake drawings and make it a little bit smaller. Right above the trash can to make you think before you throw things away. Could this be used somehow? I wish the frames were more wood. Maybe white. Maybe brown. This brown is just so, so brown. It's so gold. We'll leave it white for now. Oh yeah, I forgot about these nature press. This must be a new, I don't know if it's a skill or a hobby that your Sims can do. But I noticed the candles, the pressed pictures. I'm excited to finish this so I can actually play, you know, go make a fairy. Clutter, clutter, clutter. Let's see. Dead red coral. Sea porcupine. Maybe a frog. See if we can, I might have to move both of these. All right, we got a frog. I know that's one of the things is like now there's foraging and you can just scratch the ground and eat a frog. Well, maybe they got one on standby in case they get hungry. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Maybe not yellow. This one's my favorite, just because it changes colors. We'll put that in the living room somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll find somewhere for it. Maybe it just sits on top of these. Oh no, it can go on our desk. Perfect. Yeah. All right, back to the kitchen. Keep finding good things for the living room, and then I'm like, oh, let me just put this down real quick. I also found the big crystals that Abby was talking about yesterday, so we'll see. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if I can make them work as well as I pictured it in my head, but I'll try. What is this? Fei Fan Bell. Kind of pretty. Doesn't really match the kitchen though. Got a little like food scale. Hmm. Not really slotting where I want it to. I guess that's okay. Some other colors. Oh, the raccoon paintings. I love the raccoon paintings. Spice rack. Um, a golden frog, because everyone needs a golden frog. Good thing we don't have a budget. Might be cool in here somewhere. Move this down. Oop. Move that down so that it kind of balances out. Okay. Oh, yeah, this big floor mirror. We might use this upstairs. Maybe in the bedroom. But I think the kitchen looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think we'll leave that where it is. This, as much as I love these, I think we're going to have to make this a little more functional. So I know yesterday I was getting all frustrated with the dining table. So let's just see if there's any... I have a fresh perspective today. Maybe some of these will, you know, now that we have a kitchen to kind of compare to, if any of these will work better. I feel like the bar height table's not that bad. The only thing is then we are limited to bar stools. Is that a bad thing, though? I don't know that it is. Oh, I forgot about these stacks of books. Maybe we'll leave those that color and then, yeah, just for a little, make it look a little different. could I just throw a picnic table in here? Is that weird? Probably. Let's try it. Even some of the out... Oh, wait a second. That kind of fits the vibe, right? Iron? No, actually, isn't iron toxic to fairies? Or is that just one specific book that I read? That would be kind of cruel, now that I think about it. A little flamingo table. Yeah, like this. This is kind of perfect. And it has kind of bench seating. I think I love this. There's even one with like little carvings in it. A little too bright. I think this one's going to be our best. Maybe that one. And then we could put a rug under it to bring some color in here. Because this now feels really open without the couches. I did not know that. So you mean plants like the vegetables? Like strawberries and stuff I can bring into the indoor planter pots now? What if I swap these? I think I like that better. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be really cool. That was a good move on the Sims team part. I kind of want like a scraggly rug. That's why I was looking at this one. I think that Life and Death came with... Oh, these are really big though. I mean, I could size them down. Or maybe like... Mm. Oh. Hold on. What's on here? A unicorn? Oh, this is really cute. This almost makes me want to make my sim have kids just so I can use all these cute swatches. I feel like that rug kind of works, but I also kind of just want like more floor to show. Maybe we go round. Maybe we steal the rug from the living room and size it down. I know this did have another swatch we were considering. Like, that's kind of nice. Right? And we could put something over... Maybe we steal these curtains. And I can do... this. Maybe it will also hide... kind of that I have windows mushed together there. I don't know. Is that good or too much? I considered making these green over here too. I went back and forth a lot. I think now that this is here, it kind of brings that color and maybe we can get away with green. You know what it needs is this guy. it's going to go through the floor. Is there a floor, though? Or is that the roof? It's the roof. So we can't see it, which means we don't care if it goes through the floor. Sold. Oh, yeah. Yep. I think that's a good move. Oh, it's sticking out the side a little bit, though. Hold on. We'll morph it in a little bit. Just like so, like that. Because on this side, we're not going to look over there. We're going to look at this side. All right. I like that. Axo likes it too. All right. Then it stays. I think our kitchen looks pretty good. Let's save before something bad happens. And let's move on to the downstairs bathroom. I'm thinking that the octagon's going to be our last piece because we're going to have a lot going on in there. All right, bathroom. We didn't get any new tile or anything, right? No. But we did get a couple cool, like, wood paneling. Maybe we could kind of lay as though it's tile. Like that I kind of liked. Put some color in here. Let's go look at the bathroom. Okay, this tub is beautiful. We're going to need a bigger bathroom, though, to use it, I think. So what we'll do is we'll make this downstairs bathroom just like a small half bath. And then we'll make a bigger bathroom upstairs with a bedroom. I also, like, never use... See, like, this feels kind of silly in here because it's literally a tree stump. So I think we'll save that for another build. And maybe we go stone? This is going to be hard because it's such a small room to be able to see the walls. And this defaults to, like, being in the wall, which I personally don't always love. Could go blue since there's, like, blue in the wall. Let's try it. And then we're going to do... I'll bring these counters in here. Sinks. I'm just debating. Do we go... Well, no, we really can't. Kind of has to go this way. Normally when I make a 2x3 bathroom, the door is like here, so then you can do stuff on both sides. But with it coming in from the living room, we're kind of limited on what we do. So, that's okay though. I think we can make this work. We can also scoot this window over since there's no... I don't know why I never made that the same color. Since there's no bathtub. That was the whole point of putting this window in here, was to have a bathtub. Let's see. I need to put a light in here so we can see what we're doing. I'm also trying to remove all of those little, like, ceiling lights that I put in because we have a lot of better options. So let's find one for the living room real quick before I go back to the bathroom. I love some of these lamps, but they're so huge. Baskets? I mean, again, this is kind of an obvious choice. I try to mix and match. Put my own flair to it. That is giant. I mean, we could go chandelier. Chandelier's not a bad option. Make it smaller. Oh, no, we can't because the candles. Oops. This one we can probably make smaller because it's not actual candles. But do I like this one? I don't. And it only has 3 swatches. This one, to me, gives me umbrella vibes. Is not what we're going for. Maybe? Do we have purple? Do not have purple. I'm not mad at this. Except for that it's kind of low to the ground. And I gotta be careful because, yeah, this is gonna come through our floor. We already have our kitchen lights. Actually, no, we don't because we moved them. So we fixed the... Those were going through the floor before we swapped them above the other table. Like this I like. Feels cozy. Feels like fortune teller caravan. But does it match? I just don't think it does. That feels like it belongs over a dining room table. What colors does this come in? Maybe this one. This one's kind of cute, actually. And the globes on the glass kind of looks like flowers. It's giving like a little bit of flower vibe. Comes in green. Feels like it's meant to be. All right, so we're pretty well lit. Oh, we can get rid of this. We've decided against that table. We're using this one. All right, back to the bathroom. So I was looking for a mirror above the sink area. And I know we got the mirror that we currently have above the mantle, but what if we do this instead? Or something... I don't know. I don't know yet. Something else. I love these mirrors. I reach for them a lot. Cute little flower mirrors. Like, this is the one that came with the pack, obviously, but I don't know. Just trying to match, like, kind of this elegant, whimsical vibe out here, too. I never use this mirror. I feel like there's a reason. It just looks aggressive. I don't know. A little wavy mirror. Ropes, maybe. I don't know. I just really like this one. I feel like it just matches everything. Comes in the right colors. It's just a good mirror. I think that's the one. Let's get some sinks. That's another small complaint of mine, is that we really only have 2, maybe 3 sinks that look like a bathroom sink. Like, none of these big square ones, I have never seen a bathroom with a sink like that, you know? Like, it's always this. But this is the worst sink in the game, and she breaks. So I usually end up going for something more like this, but it's not entirely giving bathroom sink. So I hope that whatever we get next comes with more like this option. This also doesn't come in the right colors, so I usually end up going more for one of these so that I can do a gold, a bronze, in this case maybe a blue. It's also just too big. Takes up like the whole counter. We could do pedestal sinks. I just like the idea of having a counter. There's also ways you can like morph the sink into the counter, but then I gotta build a basement and get all technical. And sometimes I just don't have the patience for it. Oh, but we did get a sink. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, wait. What if? Will this work? Probably not. I think it's going to cut into the stairs, and then the Sim's not going to be able to use the stairs. Plus, what do we do for the other side? But can we try? We certainly can. And then when we get a Sim in here in a little bit to play test. Like that one I can nudge a little bit extra. This one's going to start coming out the wall. Yeah. I mean, can I just put a bush over it? Probably. Who's going to tell us we can't? Let it go through the wall. That back. Bring this back over. Yeah, I'll definitely make sure to set it as a bathroom sink. That was such a good fix on their part. I was so frustrated having them bring dishes into the bathroom to wash them, and I'm like, no. Hmm. Well, I guess that's that. Let's see. I wish the mirror had a kind of blue toned metal. Maybe we can just filter by blue and see what matches. Oh. Back to this option. I think she's just too big for this wall. I do like it. We will use this mirror somewhere, but I don't think this is it. That's kind of a pretty option. It's tiny, though. But is that bad? I don't think it is. I think it's okay. And it's kind of the perfect color to match this part of the wall here. What else we got? Forgot about this mirror. Doesn't really come in the right colors either. Ooh. I know, that's the one above the fireplace, but I like the pink and blue. But we're trying to mix and match. A little too fancy. Oh, I do kind of like that. Decisions. I think I like the little one better. Because what we can do is maybe bring some of this in here. Right, for a touch of whimsy. Actually, hear me out. Maybe that's better. I wish I could lower that mirror. This actually comes in different colors. Maybe like something like that. Is she coming through the floor? She is not, because it's part of the roof. Roof for the win again. Honestly, if we do this mirror, I kind of want to just go brown. And then let this just look like it's part of the mirror. Right? What do we think? I'm thinking we change the toilet. Maybe not black, but to a different color. Maybe we change the toilet altogether. We also need a floor. I didn't notice that the floor was still white. This is my usual go-to toilet. It feels like a weird thing to say if we weren't playing The Sims. This is my favorite toilet. But it's true. It just matches everything. It's a good shape. It comes in all the good swatches. It has like a nice little stone texture, which I really appreciate because most of the bathrooms I use are, I go more natural vibes. There is some really fun flooring, but can we get away with it with having... Excuse me while I just zoom way in so I can see nothing, apparently. I just want an idea of what the flooring is going to look like with the walls being so patterned. I feel like we have to go more bland. Right? Let's go top down. I don't hate that. And then we'll put a little rug in here. Again, I kind of want like a worn down kind of rug. Why is the preview on this so tiny? Mm-hmm. I know werewolves gives us one. There he is. You know what we could do? Is even kind of put it crooked a little bit. You know, for whimsy. None of the colors are really what we want, but let's see. We're on the right track. This is, I believe, all the same swatches, just not worn down. I think Life and Death gave us one that's kind of beat up too. See, I thought it was this one, but I checked this one and... Oop. Yeah, like this is all too nice. Needs more wear and tear. Ooh. That's kind of good. Kind of matches our color scheme. No, I don't hate that brown one, though. Might be too big. Now I can't get the other rug. Okay. I'm trying not to put it under the toilet because in real life you wouldn't be able to get a rug under your toilet. Oh. Maybe it's more like this. I know it goes into the wall a little bit, but I think... Oops, I did not want that. Oh, no. Okay. That was scary. I feel like that does something. Yeah, it is The Sims. So that means sometimes your rug goes into the wall and, and under your counters, and that's okay. It's magic. Maybe it goes under even further because I like it. All right, we need some plants. You know, because this big greenery around the mirror is just not enough. We're going to need more. Maybe something like that. That's kind of nice. You like it too? All right, good. Well, let's keep that. I'm going to scoot this just so I can place it a little bit more where I like it. I'm really hoping that this counter doesn't break our staircase, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. And hopefully the sink even works. We're going to have an upstairs bathroom. It'll be fine. Let's save real quick. Drink your water if you haven't had any water. I feel like if there's one thing that streaming has done for me, it's gotten me to drink more water. So, that's a win. I'm liking these curtains because I feel like they match the vibe because they're kind of sheer. They come in a bunch of different colors. What do we think? Blue? And then we'll get the This guy. Yeah. All right. Bathroom's done. Kitchen's done. I think the downstairs is pretty good. I do want something here. I don't know if it's just like a little decorative table or maybe even we look in miscellaneous surfaces and find one of those weird little display stands. Maybe even just like a barrel. I don't know. I know there's one item that's like a stack of suitcases. Maybe something like that would be kind of neat. I feel like we just need something. Even if it's not like a functional... Oh, there's the suitcases for the wall. I mean, that's kind of nice, but then it blocks the whole... I feel like this should be in here somewhere, though. A little bit too clunky. What if... Maybe we'll use that upstairs. We need something a little bit lower. Sometimes I filter by the swatch just because then it'll give me the same thing multiple times. And some of these swatches surprise me. And I'm like, hey, I never even knew that swatch existed. Maybe we can find something good in here. I love this table. I use this table a lot. And it fits kind of perfect there. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. You know what could be funny is we have just like a dirty little coffee cup sitting over here. Yeah, I think I really like that. As far as what we're going to put up there, I don't know. Maybe a radio. We have that new soundscape station, so maybe we could do... Ooh. I wonder if that would work, since it's like kind of merged in there. There is this one, which for whatever reason won't sit on this table. That's all right. Well, guess it wasn't meant to be. This one too. Interesting. Even the prom ones. All right, well, this radio works, and lucky for us, it has some really cute little moon swatches, and it comes in the same blue that we would want, or green, or brown. So, I'm kind of leaning towards green, but there's also a lot of green happening, so maybe I do blue to bring the blue from... Actually, we don't have any blue. All right, scratch that. Green it is. I don't know where I got blue from. I really want this to be brown, but that's okay. All right, and then we can put some, you guessed it, some more plants. I feel like we're missing an opportunity for hanging plants as well. Like, that's so cute. Maybe we just throw some hanging plants around too. Actually, I feel like we're missing the opportunity for windows. We did the front, but we didn't put windows anywhere else in the house. Let's fix that, shall we? Um, these are nice, but I would like something more singular. I know that we have... Those are kind of nice. It's giving whimsy. This is not even, is it? Oh, maybe it is. Yeah. Oh, I can put grids back on. Yeah, it's 3 and 3. I guess just because the bookshelf, it kind of makes it look not... Hmm. Kind of bothers me. Well, maybe to fix that, we go bigger window. Bigger window's too much, I think. Or maybe I just center them on my own, and then maybe it doesn't look so... More plants! Yay! We gotta! It's the rules. I don't make the rules, except I do, because this is my build. Maybe we steal these curtains for over here? They do... Oh, no, that's too silly. There are shears... Like, these are nice, but they only come in very limited colors. And one of them is green. Alright, let's do one yellow, one green, and see what we think. Turn the grids off. Okay, green. I mean, really, I would love purple. So maybe we keep searching, but let's filter by purple. Or maybe we can do these and size down. No, they size down so weird. Oops. Yeah, that's just odd. The only hard part about sometimes you can't really size down and it look right. Dear Sims, there's not enough purple curtains. There's those, but they are very matchy-matchy which I don't think I like. I think I prefer something a little more, with a little more to the imagination, I guess. All right, let's turn the filter off. What about something like this? Oops. And then we steal this again. I feel like this has to be shrunk. Interesting. So this one won't size down. See, the thing moves, but the actual item doesn't change. This one does, but then it's too short and it looks silly. Or is that kind of okay? Maybe that's kind of okay. Oops. I don't want to change the curtain. I want to change the curtain, not the window. It's so close. It really is, but it's not going to work, I don't think. Let's see what else we got. Huh. I feel like some of these used to size down without issues, so I don't know if something during the update changed that we can no longer do it, but it's weird that they're so far off the ground. I guess maybe we just skip the curtains? Or do we just stick with this one maybe? What do you think, Axo? No curtains or these curtains that we have up? Or blinds? I never really use blinds, but you know what? I don't hate that. I hate that it doesn't come in a dark wood swatch, but I think it matches pretty close. I don't like the texture of this one. Or just something like this. Just it's not even really doing much as a curtain. It's just adding a smidge of something. That's kind of nice. Here we go again, though. White or green? I think I like the green better. You like it? All right. We'll do that then. Again, we're putting iron in our fairy house. Sorry to the fairies, but curtains are slim pickings, and we gotta work with what we have. Pink? I don't know. I think if it was purple or more, I don't know. I think the pink's too light. It's giving too much bubble gum. I'm thinking either tan or green. Just looking to see if our rug had any other options that we could use to bring some more color into this. Other pink. This really bright one? I definitely don't know about that. I feel like that sticks out a little too much for this one. Yeah, no, I don't. I feel like the rest of the house is kind of soft. We're not going real bright. We will definitely do a build like that though, because I am very intrigued by all of the cotton candy color swatches that they gave us. So don't worry, I will definitely use those in a different build. Just for this one, I feel like softer is probably more the vibe. Let me put my rug back. All right. And then what else? What else? What else? What else? We did the bathroom. Maybe a little picture on the wall. We have, what do we have in here? Blue, kind of gray. There. Okay, good. I'm glad we agree. No, trust me, I'm very driven to those like I saw in, I think it's this one. There was like this swatch. We'll go there, I promise. Because I also have a vision, all those plants you can find from like Sixum, like the glowing blue mushrooms and stuff, would be so fun in a build like that. I will definitely do it. I just what was I looking? Blue, gray. All right, I want something for this wall right here. And then I'm going to swap this light too. I try not to use just the little saucer lights if I can help it. See, we even have fun moth backsplash to match the cotton candy vibes. The cotton candy vibes of the future. Maybe when we do that build, we make it like a business and they're like a candy shop or something too. That would be really fun. Um, let's look at wall decorations instead. Maybe a little plant above the toilet. Yes. I'm guessing that's to the candy store idea. We'll do it. I'll write it down so we don't forget. And that'll be fun because I haven't built a candy store yet. I did like a bakery, and I've done like a little cafe coffee shop, but I have not done, look, and this, all the bright colors. But for now, we're just cozy vibes. So let's get a better light situation in here. I'm actually thinking about... Oh, I gotta turn my filters off. I'm thinking about this and maybe morphing it into... Maybe we size it down. And then morphing it into the counter, kind of? Cool or weird? I think it's kind of cool. Do we leave it the light wood or do we go dark wood? I feel like light kind of matches the sink and stuff. And then maybe we can just do like a little... Cool. Okay, good. And then maybe we do like a little wall light or something. Might have to move our toilet plant, though. Where's those ones? Ooh, no. Hold on. Stars? Magic bathroom stars? It's kind of silly, but I kind of like it. Oops. All right. Bathroom looks fine. I think we're ready to go upstairs. Maybe just one quick thing for on the table here. We need a centerpiece. More plant. Um, I was gonna say, can we put a moon petal in there? Where's all of our plantable plants? Monstera, this little thing. Little succulent pot. Oh yeah, look, he matches our colors. Yep, I like that. Okay. We got rid of our weird light there. I feel like we should have a light, an entrance light. Like a fish. Just kidding, not a fish. Like a one of these. Maybe. Too big. Too small. Where's that life and death rug? I've touched it like 4 times today. I think the size of that rug is better. Now that we have our little table, this feels like a more appropriate size. What do we think? Oops, I didn't mean to move it. Oh yeah, it's the same rug. Perfect. Now back to this. Oh, magic stars. Yay, my first clip. Thank you. I like it too. All right. And I like it because we did it together. I have to say, building with other people is a lot more fun than building by myself. So, thank you for being here. Let's... Oh, we have... Our magic stars are coming. They're so magical that they are morphing through the walls. So, put them back where they belong. I did magic wall stars, too. I put them in so it looks like they're in the tree. It was really dark right there. All right, bedroom. This is going to be tricky because it's really dark up here. We've got the fireplace. We could put a fireplace up here too. They have the windows in these little like turret areas. And then there is going to be... Where's that new door? It's very pretty. And it has the little cutout. It's kind of like the snail one. This one. Because we have like a little porch. What is that? Part of the fence? Oh, that's fine. I'll cover it up. All right, let's figure out the bedroom. So, I feel like our... The heck? I don't know what that is, but all right, we need a fence, little railing to put around where the stairs are so nobody falls down the stairs. That would not be great. I'm thinking something kind of simple. Like that, maybe? Let's go grab this so that we can continue upstairs. This is the hard part, because now how many is too many? Is there such a thing? Do we just go every corner of this gets... See, that feels like too many. I'm thinking maybe like that. Honestly, hold on. Hold on. If... Just hear me out. If instead we do something like this, but we will put big plants. Big square plants. Not this, but like this, so that there's like no way we can walk there. And then that way this is nice and organized. Yeah, okay. We'll have to see what we have. We might end up just mushing a bunch of stuff together. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, this is like a... That's really cute, though. We should put that somewhere. I don't know how I missed that this whole time. I'm going back downstairs. This is really cute. We have not a single wall space to be found. Except the bathroom. Alright, it's going upstairs somewhere. We'll figure that out. For now, he lives there. But we want big plants to fill this. Plant cage? Plant jail? We could look at window boxes too. Because we might be able to make something, or even the outdoor plants maybe. Alright, first thing, we need some light in here. It is too dark. Just throw a couple of these down. You know the drill. We'll swap them out in a little bit. Because maybe... what am I looking for? Maybe we can just do something like this and make it like a little built-in planter? Right? Like, does that kind of work? I mean, it's a little weird, of course, but I don't think it's bad. It was also just thrown together, so maybe there is some... Oh, here, these are the little weird mushrooms I was talking about for when we do our candy shop. Yes, it works. Yeah, I think it's kind of good, right? It kind of works. Oh, here's more mushrooms for... I'm all on the candy shop vibe now. I'm ready. We'll just stop this build right here. Just kidding. Maybe... You know what? I don't even know what color the bedroom's going to be. Let's go look at the bed, because obviously we're going to use the new one. And then we can kind of base all of our flowers off of that. Ooh, she's big. Oh, I can go back another square. Still kind of a tight fit, but it's going to be fine. I do really love the yellow. I like that green. The purple, which surprisingly, because purple's my favorite, I'm not really crazy about. I like this one just for the bed sheets. Is there others with the moth? Oh yeah, the blue has it. This one has it. I really like the little moth bed sheets. But I think this one is my... I don't know, that yellow in the back is like kind of jarring. I like this yellow. Like, this is really nice. Maybe we go yellow. Everything else is so green and purple that maybe her bedroom is bright and cheery. Yeah, the moth bed sheets are really nice. I mean, maybe we could do that, right? Let's put these back to normal. Is that normal? What color is... Oh, no. That's normal. Let's look at walls. I feel like we could do a little mix and match wallpaper here. I don't know if I want to go more brown or more green. I don't want to use the one that matches the bed exactly. I think we need to mix it up a little. I don't know why this gives kitchen to me. I'm just tossing things on the wall to see if anything strikes my fancy. Hmm. I don't hate that. In fact, I'm kind of inspired to make that our chimney. I don't think it really matches the... Honestly, hold on. No. But I mean... Oh, I don't like that. that feels like a lot, but what if we just did like a couple spots and then the rest is just maybe paint? All right, hold on. Let's do this first. Like maybe that's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff around until something hits. I do like the stone. I think it's just not the right color. Right? Like maybe it has to be more cotton candy. No. Like that, I feel like is better, right? The wood in here is not working. You said yellow. For the walls? Yellow walls? Let's see. I'm not opposed to it. I actually really like yellow. I would like somewhere between this really soft one and this really bright one. So let me look through. Like that's pretty good. Here, we'll do like one side. Okay, yellow. Green. Yeah, I agree. I think I like the yellow more. Good call. All right, and then I think... What are we going to do with these weird little offshoots? Plant? Maybe some drawers or something? Let's look at storage. Or even bookshelves? Maybe bookshelves would be kind of cool. Right? We could pretty easily do little built-ins. Hmm. Actually pretty good. Or do we have... Like that one almost fits perfect. Too tall. Tall. I feel like the one we have is pretty good. So maybe we'll do that for both of these. And then the other two, maybe we can make either like a little chair or something in there. Actually, let's steal the floor. And let's mix it up a little. Right, that feels pretty good. Let's get some side tables. I'm guessing our new ones match this green, so we'll probably go with those. Just because trying to match anything else is going to feel just for fun. Let's see. Because if there's something that's green and this wood color, that would really be ideal. To, like, try and bring it together. I'm really not mad at those. That one I'm this one I'm mad at. Um No, see they don't. Oh yes they do. I fibbed. Okay. So I feel like that makes sense, kind of. Or do we just throw this maybe in one of these little offshoots to bring that green over here and then use those other tables I found as actual side tables? I think I like that idea. I'm also thinking instead of table lamps, maybe like wall candles. Oh, I still have our filter on. We had these guys. And they have a yellow swatch. Like, isn't that kind of cute? Trying to make sure they're even is going to be a different story, but we are estimating, and we're just going to have to be okay with it. It's going to be impossible to tell because the walls are not... You know what we could do? If we go in here, grab us a quick tile... That was actually pretty good for eyeballing it. All right. So I like that. What else? What else? What else? What else? Let's get rid of that. So we have our little candles. We're definitely going to need some more lights somewhere. This has more pink and purple flowers, so I think we might switch those up. We could probably put some lights, like maybe little candles up on top of there. Or the acorn. Stop, he's so cute. I know we already used him downstairs, but I don't care. Just look at him. How do you look at that little face and say, sorry, you're not allowed to be in two places at once? You can't. You can't do that to him. Still pretty dark, so I think we're going to need probably just a standing light of some kind. You know what we could do? Okay, wait, hold on. We're back with more ideas. We'll be back for that fence. But first, spandrel. Okay, now, fence. What? I can't have both? This is cruel and unusual punishment. Huh. But I could do a half wall here. Interesting. Haha, tricked you. Okay. I was going to say, why can't I have a fence and a spandrel? The answer is you can. You can do anything you set your mind to. All right, let's look at some more light. So what I was thinking is maybe putting some string lights on the fence. There are those ones, I think they're called string lights for ants. Yeah. Yeah, it's considered a floor lamp, which is odd, but these are my favorite string lights in the game. I know we've gotten a lot of new ones since then, but these are my favorite. I think that they look the best, they size up the best, they're just good. Dark. All right. Now what have I done? Maybe it's okay if they swoop a little bit. Oops, I didn't mean to touch that. Okay. Or we size it up once. Ah, it's too big. What if we do it this way? Kind of good. Yes. Okay. Higher is better. Can't exactly promise what's gonna happen on the other side, but we're going to try our best. That's all we can do every day. Try our best. We could size this up one more time. It does get a little bit extra big, but then it fits nice. Can we ignore that these are two different sizes? I think we can. Honestly, we're not even going to be up here that much. It's going to be like this. Okay, beautiful, and good enough. All right, so there's that. We have our bed. We have little nooks. I wanted to put something back here. We have Acorn on the one side. So cute. Actually, does he come in a green swatch? Yeah, he does. Little sleepy one. All right, so he can be green. Maybe another salt lamp. I love a good salt lamp. And this comes in green. Or do we keep it yellow? Maybe we keep it yellow. Or a gnome. Yeah, but I'm kind of scared. You said they come to life, and if they get mad, then we're having a bad time. Aw, but this little fairy one couldn't do anything bad to us. Just look at him. All right, let's put this over here. Stop. Look at him. His little skirt. There's no way. He does not have a bad bone in his body. He's too busy being the cutest. We need a little... I do want some kind of light in here. Where's this candle? All right, hold on. It's going to bother me. Let's see if we can... And this comes in different colors. We'll keep it yellow. Just a cute little gnome. Maybe in this one, a little hanging plant. And then I'm thinking maybe a writing desk. I know we have a desk downstairs, but that one's got an actual computer on it. Maybe this one would be more for like, you know, doing homework, or if they're a teacher, maybe they're grading homework or something to that effect. Let's see about surfaces. I was trying to use this little desk downstairs and it wasn't working. But I feel like this green is not the same. Never mind. Thought we were onto something. But this wood is close enough that when I stick it back in this corner, you'll never know. And this, because it's going into the roof, we could raise up. Because we won't ever see it poke through the ceiling. So that's nice. Let's get a chair. This does have a yellow one. Is that a little too matchy-matchy with the walls? I think it might be. So maybe... Can we get away with this one? Or is that... I think we can. It's like a little bit not the same, but I don't think it's like crazy offensive. I think we could do it. This we're going to bring over here somewhere on one of these yellow walls. Maybe we'll put a dresser. I feel like it should go on this side. There's the suitcases I was talking about. I don't know why I wasn't picturing them, one being this big, but also being considered a dresser. Maybe we'll use them more as like a little... I don't know, we can set stuff on it. I like the idea of putting this like at the foot of the bed to bring some wood into it, but it's just not going to fit right. So... You need fairy dust to bring them to life, or gnomes will spawn alive if your sim gets sick with gnome lore. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully, since I'm going to be in the apothecary career, I can cure myself before my gnomes come to life and get mad at me. Not counters. You know what I'm thinking? Bookshelves. There's that one really skinny one. This one. Does it come in? Maybe something like that? We could put a mirror above it. We're going to put this back over here. Oh, wait, I forgot about that big floor mirror. This one. I wanted to try and use this up here. Oops. I always go into Sims 3 camera and then I don't know how to function. I think I like this one. Oh, see, I just did it again. Okay. And then this we could probably make like bright yellow because of these mushrooms. I don't know. That feels like a lot. Maybe we change it back to green or tan. Or we just get rid of it altogether. I just don't know. This room is a weirder shape than I'm used to dealing with. Hmm. I'm just trying to think through. This wall needs something. I just don't know what it is. I am open to suggestions if you have any ideas of what to put on this wall. Oh, an axolotl could be kind of cool. Oh, but I sized that down. But this we could put on the other side. I do love a good tarot card. Oh, that's not the one on the wall, though. But we could put one of those. Let's just throw one up here and see what... I never noticed there's like a little flower baby riding this horse. What does it mean? I mean, that one's my favorite, but I also really like this one. I just don't feel like either of them really match the room. I don't know. I'm struggling. Maybe this is where debug comes in. if we do something like this and then just make them in and around the vines where they fit? Let's center these a little bit more with the... What pack is the axolotl part of? Oh, what is he part of? Axolotl. He came with, I want to say Lovestruck. Is it Lovestruck? Ooh, I spelled it wrong. Axo. Yeah, it's Lovestruck. There's like these little, in Ciudad Enamorada? Sorry, I'm gonna butcher that. They have, I think they're like little tree trunks, and you can search them for axolotls. Honestly, I've never done it that way. I always just get them from from the build menu. But yeah, so cute. Hold on, look at him. Look at his little face. Look at his little face. They come in a bunch of different colors. There's a white one. I did an aquarium build, and I put in the gift shop. I put a bunch of axolotls. Okay, wait, are you seeing these little, like, creepy smiley faces? That's kind of funny. Why is that there? That's so weird. They're changing their little facial expression. Huh, that has to be a bug. Unless it's just a silly thing. Oh, now it can't be deleted? What did I do? Why are we stuck? Oh no, too many axolotls. Alright, we're gonna save, because now I'm scared. And I might have to go back to manage worlds? Because now we're stuck with axolotls. Please hold. I've never seen that happen before. Oh my gosh, why won't it let me get rid of these? Oh, my game might be like broken. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go all the way out and then come right back. Good old Sims. You guys know what this is like, right? Alright. Let's relaunch the game. Give me just 1 second. Well, I guess beware of the axolotl. They are a one-time adoption. You cannot get rid of them. If we can't get rid of them, there's only one thing to do, and that's axolotls all the way to the sky. Alright, resume game. I don't know why I'm on this guy, but... Alexander Goth, who are you? Are you Mortimer's son? Hmm. Oops. We're not here for you, Alexander. I'm here to get axolotls out of my bedroom. Okay, back to Innisgreen. Hopefully that fixed whatever bug is happening there. If not, then we will just put them in a corner of the lot and cover them with bushes and pretend they never happened. It's fine. All right, let's see. Yeah, they're big stuck. I don't know. So we're just going to throw them over here on the edge of the lot. And like I said, I will cover them with bushes and um, hopefully everything is where we want it because I don't think we can delete anything at this point. All right, well, whatever. The show must go on. Let's see what else we got. Who is he? Cute little dragon. He could live here. This little mushroom friend. I feel like he would be cute to like put inside of planters. You know what I mean? Like maybe we stick him in. Oh, I gotta do all my cheats again. Ignore gameplay entitlements. Unlock. Oh, I did it backwards. Ignore gameplay unlock entitlement. Unlocks. There we go. Okay. Now. Like maybe he could just sit over here in the grass. Oh, I know the perfect thing. Hold on. There is a mushroom chair. So cute. I think this comes in yellow and purple. And then that kind of matches our little theme. All right, let's, oops, sorry, misclick. Let's see about some flowers for in here now that we know we're kind of more yellows and pinks and oh wait, I like those better. At least undo works. So we can delete stuff that way. Yeah. Make sure we're not poking through the fence. for our cotton candy build. I do really like these. They're just maybe more than what we need. Maybe not. You know what? Who gets to say if it's too much? There we go. Scoot this just a smidge. Oh, and then it sticks out the back. I don't really want to size it down because I feel like it's the right size for what we want. See, that's too small. I want them to stick up like that. All right, I feel like that's the best. It does poke out a smidge right there, but we can just... Boom. No one even knows. All right. This is a little bit chaotic, but I think we can also do one of those short, little short fences like this. We could do here. Just so it looks kind of contained. It doesn't have the right wood color. How about this one? Nope, that's like construction tape. Stone I think is gonna be really thick, yeah. The window shopping one is basically non-existent, but I don't know how to get in here to make it. There we go. Maybe that's fine. What do we think? Too many mushrooms? Is there such a thing? I looked away too long, so I don't know if your yeah is from before or if your yeah is for too many mushrooms. I think it's a good amount of mushrooms. Let's go... Oh, you know what? This would be a good time to use... There's that one lamp that I kept saying. I was like, I don't know how to use this. Looks like a log with a... this one? Maybe this is the time. Maybe instead of this big mushroom. Honestly, I like the mushroom better. Let's go to all and let's filter by pack. And let's just see if we missed anything. The dollhouse, I mean, yeah, but that was intentional. Okay, wait, this couch we missed, and this is super pretty. I like that one a lot with the little plant pillow. Oh, I did the thing. Oh, it's back. Interesting. Nope, not for those. I don't know. Whatever. At least new stuff I place I can get rid of. Floating shelves. Arborist ambience desk. Oh, the nature press. Maybe we put that on our... I like that it has little wings on it. Fairy ability refund potion. Some more little pots, which we could put out here. This is Starseed Teleporter. Alright, that feels like a spoiler. Bell Abode. I think that's a fairy house. I'm probably going to put some chairs out here, so I don't want... Put this over here, maybe. Oh yeah, that's really cute. We'll go yellow. Oops. There we go. Plants, plants, plants. Oops. Forgot we're in the wrong camera again. There we go. I'm trying to drag around to move and it's not working. We still need something for this wall. Fireplace. Oh, that's nice. Hold on. Only 2 fairy houses? Is that one I put on the porch? Is that a fairy house? Oh, rats. That didn't place where I wanted it to. I don't know if that's cool or weird yet. We're just playing. See what we can get. I don't really like that there. No, it's not. Okay. Well, it's still cute. I think it can still stay there. I mean, do we just make this huge? Boom. Empty space fixed. I just really don't know what to put. Oh, this is cute. I'm gonna put you outside. Oh, okay. They explicitly have fairy house in the name. Oh, these books are cute. Hmm. Because I sized this down, it's not going to place correctly, so I have to make it place correctly. Mm. All right. I think it's time that we get into debug because... Ah, here you go. Fairy home. That makes sense because it actually has like a little door and stuff. I mean, it fits pretty great. I think we'll put it out in the octagon. Honestly, I really want to find a way to make this bar work. Put that in the octagon. It's just so pretty. Okay, cool. Let's get into debug. Oh boy. I don't even know what a lot of this is. Mushrooms. Definitely debug mushrooms. And this makes sense, like, to me, makes more sense than the crystals because there's already mushrooms, like, around. So I think this is... I just know people are going to take these mushrooms right here, these big ones, and turn them into houses. Just hide all our axolotls in there. Boom. What axolotls? Oh, the ones I couldn't delete? Prove it. They never existed. I'm almost tempted to use this and then almost like an umbrella and then have a little picnic area. Oh, there's so many cool plants. Stone wall. Some little posts. Some big puffball plants. This thing's beautiful. Boom. No counter was ever there. Just hide it with a big old plant. Is that big old plant going into our bathroom, though? Probably. A little bit. It's not terrible. There's a cool new tree. I like that. Put him over here in the corner. Oh, here's a potted plant. A giant potted plant, but a potted plant nonetheless. Abby, you made it. We got quite a bit done. Here, we'll give you a quick update. So, we finished the downstairs. It is rude. I don't know how that works, honestly. So if there's something that I'm not doing that can let you guys know, let me know because I'm learning. So there's a good chance, you know, we can blame Twitch, but there's a good chance it might have been user error on my part. So we finished the kitchen. I swapped, this was the light that was above our little dining space. I swapped this out. And then instead, I did this table, which I forget what this is even from, but it's from something. And I put these little lights over it instead. So that feels a little more complete to me. We finished our little entranceway. I swapped our computer for a typewriter because that felt more on brand. We built a bathroom with some starry ceiling lights. So there's our bathroom. And then we started on the bedroom. Thank you. The bedroom, I'm really struggling with these little nooks. We're trying to figure out what we can do. We did some string lights. We did this little like indoor garden space. I don't know. It just feels really empty. I want to put clutter everywhere. So I'm in debug now, playing with all the different things. And boy, is there a lot. I found these giant mushrooms, which I feel like kind of maybe match better than the giant crystal. I did find the giant crystals, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's not going to mesh with the rest of the environment, but I do like them. So maybe for another build. But the mushrooms I found, yeah, Axo made a clip because I was getting all excited about bathroom ceiling stars. But I feel like the mushrooms match a little bit better. And then I was thinking this one could almost be like a little picnic table area. It kind of acts like an umbrella. So we'll toss him there for now. I don't know where he's going to live, but that's where we're at so far. There's a log covered in mushrooms. This is pretty great. We need something to cover our bathroom counter sticks through the wall, so. Okay, wait, is that gonna go through everything? Yeah, it is. Ah, bummer, because that's pretty nice. I like the way that looks. What if we just bring that down a little bit? You want to talk about rude? It's rude that this log doesn't fit right to cover my mistake. What if we use Sims 3? Oh, there we go. Sims 3 camera to... Sorry if that turning noise is annoying. It's just not the right shape, but I do really like this, and it's going somewhere. I don't know where, but it's going somewhere. What's the front got going on? We could probably size this down, actually. Maybe that's... I kind of like this, and then I think we can fill it in with plants and stuff. We'll leave that for now. What else we got? Yeah, these mushrooms are so good. No more sizing up that one stool to make all the mushroom things. I feel like that's pretty great. Is that clipping into the house? Barely. Actually, that's really nice. Let's just scoot you a smidge. And I'm going to pretend that little leaf isn't even happening because that's pretty darn good. And it blends in real nice. Man, the debug plants are really good. I'm going to use these a lot. The gallery's still not working? Well, while you were gone, I I got axolotls, and for whatever reason, my game won't let me delete them. So I hid them under this mushroom. I went all the way out of the game and back in. I don't know what it is. They live here now, so strange stuff. Oh, here's a. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of builds with this too. I can see people. You know, they love that abandoned plane. They're gonna love. Actually, I think a lot of this was available when we were doing my Nature's Calling event stream. So I think this might have been in debug before the Enchanted by Nature came out. There's a big old stump. Maybe we make it a less big stump and we put it on this side. Let's see. Good or kind of weird? I think it's kind of good. As long as this leaf isn't going into... Ah, there he is. Can we cover him up? I bet we could. Ooh, but this one is better. It has mushrooms. Sometimes you forget that mushrooms are the whole point. Some pallets. Rusty mushroom? Yeah, because I remember making the joke about this being the girl from The Ring in there. Oh, we also decided next build is going to be using all of these like pink and blue swatches that everything came with and making a candy store. Like this. Like using this swatch for just everything. And then like the mushrooms from Sixum and all that. Oh, now I lost my debug spot. All right, let's see. Who is this guy? He's from Life and Death, but I don't remember him. I don't know why all my debug is listed as new when I don't think all of this is new. I think the other thing we forgot, or I forgot, is the roof plants. I know not all of them work great, especially for our curved parts, but ah, now I lost all the Enchanted by Nature stuff. It should still be kind of together. Lonnie. University. Eco Living. Werewolves. Mount Komorebi. Gotta be down here somewhere. Wedding stories. Can you filter debug by pack? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Here's a little frog. It's just ground texture. I like that little hobbit hole. Oh, I like this too. Just little pallets full of plants. This one. This one's the best. Some net. Ice cream. Ooh. Okay, wait. Green mushroom? I know all the mushrooms around here are red though. Like see in the... I should probably stick to red to keep with the theme. But I like that green mushroom. What's this? Big rock? Big rock! Whoa. Bigger rock. um, there's some mossy ones. Oh, that's all ailment stuff. I don't want to peek at that. I know I like the green one, but it doesn't match. Small critter bones. Interesting. Acorn. I'm surprised there's not more in debug. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's quite a bit here and it's definitely useful, but just considering how much is going on in these worlds, I figured there would be. What is this? Hmm. All right, let's put all the debug back on. Oop, debig. I want to find some clutter for inside the house, and then yeah, we gotta get some landscaping under control. Actually, we need to finish this bedroom. I don't know what to do with this big empty wall, and it's bothering me. I was hoping we'd find something in debug that I could just use to fill the space, but more accent table? Question mark. Maybe some little cubbies. These do have the green with it, but then we get white mixed in, which we have no white in this room yet. Plant table? I never use this table. I want to like it, but I don't know. It's like too green. I don't like that. I feel like that kind of matches the vibes. But do we put it, oops, further down the, well, no, because that's in the way. I feel like that's right. I mean, if we didn't have this big mirror here, I'd say we put a mirror above this. Maybe this goes over here. That feels like it fits better. This side of the room is good. This feels really complete. Minus we need stuff on the side tables. But like this whole wall, I am at a loss. I don't know what we put here. I feel like my usual answer of plant does not work in this scenario. Okay, so these are all the same. It's just different frames. Gnome on a shelf. We already have a gnome on a shelf. Actually, we have two. We got gnomed off the gray. Oops, I grabbed the rug. Gnome on a shelf 2.0. Gnome on a shelf all the way to the sky. What about gnome on a window balcony? Actually, I don't think I ever put these on the back. I did not. Oops. There we go. All right, gnome on a shelf. Maybe. What other gnomes do we have? We have gnome with a shelf. We have Happy Gnomeversary. I always thought this was a football player. I thought he was blowing a whistle. We have Cthulhu Gnome. I don't think he's actually Cthulhu. No, Guardian of the Gnome Galaxy. Herb the Posy Protector. We have this kid who's not even really a gnome. He's just dressed as a gnome. A gnome imposter. We have this grumpy little guy. We got the mold gnome, which kind of feels appropriate with all these mushrooms and stuff here. We have the gnome gemstone. Maybe we just make this like a little gnome shrine. Right? Yeah, we can definitely put a gnome on the balcony. Which one? Maybe this one. This little angry one. Oh, he actually snaps to this. Interesting. But because we sized it down, he looks kind of funny. So we're gonna have to take matters into our own hands. There we go. Oh yeah, we also have gnome riding a chicken. Good old chicken gnome. All right, you know what we're going to do? Let's look at activities and skills, and maybe we can find something, maybe like an easel. Or like the knitting best. No, that's not as big as I thought it was. All hail the shrine. I mean, gnomes are a big part of the gameplay in this pack, so it only makes sense that we throw a couple in there. Outdoor activities. I mean, we still have the whole greenhouse area, which we'll do. Bees! Just kidding. No bees in the house. Maybe a telescope? You think we could see out that window? Telescopes are dangerous. I feel like anytime my sim has had a telescope, we get struck by a meteor. It never fails. Well, I feel like an easel may be the best option. I like the one with the paint splatters on it. I'm wondering if we... Oh, it was hiding something. That's right. All right, it stays. Painting. We can put... There's those little paint splatters on the floor. And they go into the roof, so that's fine. So maybe like that. We need a rug. Like an actual rug. And we have yellows, greens, kind of light brown. And we could just go big and green and fluffy. I'm not mad at big green and fluffy because it's kind of giving grass. Actually, this is giving grass. But it's not the right size or shape. There is the one that literally has flowers on it, but I think that's going to be... actually kind of good. Do we like the flowers or do we like just the dark green? I kind of like the dark green. It matches this and like some of the other pieces, and it feels more adult, but the flowers are giving whimsy. Dark green. Okay, that was my thought too. We've got enough going on, right? This sim, not a maximalist. Let's find something for the bedside table. What do we have? Maybe, you know what? There's that open book that came with the Comfy Gamer kit that I think would be fun. Yeah. I'm gonna have to alt place that because that's gonna bother me. Out. Now, which book? The Wizard? This looks like D&D. Which is appropriate because we're on Bard Boulevard. I feel like we'll stick with the first one. I know, me too. That's happened a lot tonight. Or I keep switching between Sims 4 and Sims 3 to like rotate it, and then I go to move and throw myself across the screen. There's also a cute photo frame that came with the Comfy Gamer kit. Is it this one? Yeah. The little cat. Person doesn't have a cat, but maybe they dream of having a cat. I don't know. I don't even know who this person is. I don't know who's gonna live here yet. Don't flip your desk. It's never worth it. Must protect the computer at all cost. A gnome picture for the gnome shrine? Oh, that's good to know. I never play with cats and dogs because they're always sick. So yeah, if I play with a fairy, then that makes perfect sense. Then I don't have to worry. They'll just be taken care of. I know I was seeing that a lot of the things fairies can do requires fairy dust. I'm guessing maybe that's the same with cats and dogs. I'm too emotional. It's hard. It's really hard. Gerald the Cheese Fairy. I I can't wait to meet him. Is it all cheese or just grilled cheese? Main diet, cheese. And then the cruel irony is he's lactose intolerant. Poor Gerald. Aw. Yeah, but he probably lived out a great life. I mean, he went to the moon and like all those crazy things that that hamster gets to do. Trust me, as a pig mom, the little furries are the ones that make me the most sad too. No, same. People, I'm like, yeah, that's sad, but like animal will have me straight up sobbing on the couch. My fiance's the same way. Like we'll literally sit there and just cry. Any movie, it doesn't matter. Because it's just not fair. Something with that pure of a soul should not have to leave the earth. Do you guys have pets? I totally agree. I don't really love scary movies to begin with because I'm just too much of a baby, but I do agree about the deaths part. Oh, this is cute too, and I don't usually use it, but it feels like a good time. Where do we put it? Maybe out on the porch? Maybe we use this instead of this one. Honestly, it's kind of better. You do? What kind of pets you got? Where to use this tree? Let's use a different one. Doggo. Aw. I miss having a dog. When I lived at home, we had a little, she was a Jack Russell. She was supposedly all Jack Russell, but she was tiny. Like, we really think she was mixed with like Chihuahua or something. But she was the sweetest, the funniest little dog. And then, I mean, I grew up on a farm, so we had all kinds of stuff growing up. But now it's just the piggies. Cats and dogs. Okay. The last cat I had was probably the grumpiest cat I've ever met in my life. I loved her. I loved her just the same. But we adopted her. She was a feral cat, and she didn't even have her eyes open. We had rescued her, bottle fed her, the whole 9 yards, and she just was hateful. It was deep in her soul, but still loved her just the same. She'd come and lay next to you, but if you breathed too hard, she'd claw at you. Oh, just a baby. So not doggo, much more puppy-o. Very cute. I love other people's dogs, but I don't know that I have the time that I could dedicate to taking them out and walking them and training them and all the things they need and deserve. Life is busy. I'm lucky I get time to Sims. I want to use this plant somewhere. I like it. Just don't know. Does this feel like too much plant? Kind of. What if we put him up here with the mushroom? Or mushroom. Acorn. Sorry, Mr. Acorn. Didn't mean to disrespect you. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. He's kind of in the wall. There we go. All right. Uh, Still not happy about this wall. Maybe we can scoot this. Oh, my picture frame. I think we can scoot it, though. And it might help a little. And then if we put another picture down here. I didn't realize I still had all these filters on. Let's see about maybe a cool shelf. I haven't used these yet. Maybe we'll throw these up here. Just feels kind of cluttered. Not in a good way. I'm all about clutter, but it's true. We can't have too many plants, especially in Enchanted by Nature. I feel like it's an obligation that we have to have plants. Where's that nice shelf one? I always go right past him. He's right here somewhere. Came with the sleek bathroom kit. This one. Yeah, that's nice. And we can put... Actually, you know what I wanted was... a bunch of crystals. I can't just search crystal, I guess. I have to search by the type. Oh, nope, I can't even do that. Just debug, I guess. No one can ever have too many plants. I agree. Now, in real life, I struggle with plants. We have one plant. It's some type of succulent, and I've managed to keep it alive for, I don't know, over a year now. Maybe almost 2 years. But it's the only plant I've ever been able to keep alive. I don't know what I do wrong. I like to think I love them too much, and it just backfires, but I don't know. I do not have a green thumb. What's our time looking like? We're at 3.5 hours. Okay. Not too bad, but it is 10:30, and I do have to be online to work at 9 tomorrow. So as much as I wanted to finish this today, I'm thinking we might need a part 3 for these. Oh, it's a drone. I just wanted to find the crystals and throw some around the house real quick. Ooh, work, I know. And on a Sunday, like, it's a one-off thing. We're doing a big project, so we have to get in early, but hopefully after Monday, everything happens, and then we'll go back to normal. And then I won't have to work after work. And I'll have more time to play Sims and stream. Boo, work. Yay, Sims. Actually, I just learned we can filter by debug, so let's try Crystal Creations. Yeah, okay, that's better. I know, right? What, they think they can just give me a paycheck and then I'll do whatever they want? Wow. Kinda rude, not gonna lie. Let's bring some crystals downstairs, because that was... Oh, this bookshelf's gonna be the death of me. But I could size this down, and it's gonna fit there so nice. So we're gonna move that. And we're gonna... Oh, that mushroom's gonna get me too. No, he's not. Okay. Wrong shelf. do it this way. That way I don't mix them up. Almost. There we go. Huh. Interesting that the Crystal Creations kit gives us 3 crystals. That's it. I think the rest came in Get to Work because they're part of the scientist career. Yeah, yep. See, we're on the same track. That's what I thought, but I don't see them. I don't know if they're just used in Get to Work, but they're... Oh, no, here they are. I scrolled too far. Oh, these are bright. That thing's kind of fun, though. Where do we want it? Maybe over here. It's giving me uranium vibes. Yeah, even Get to Work only adds a... What is this? Dalai Lama. That's funny. Yeah, they must be base game, and then maybe just Get to Work gave them more purpose. Jinx. Well, base game. Show me crystals. Oh, nope. Well, I mean, something like this might be cool to sit around somewhere. Like, that's kind of neat. And it's death metal. Hardcore. Here's our crystals. Okay. Have a good night, Axo. Thanks for stopping by. We'll do our candy shop here in the next few plays. I think we're gonna need one more to finish this build. I don't want to just put a bunch of crystals next to each other. There we go. I don't like how that place is all the way on the edge, though. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, just base game, I guess. And then Get to Work adds a couple, and Crystal Creations adds a couple. It's interesting that all this stuff is also base game. I thought that this came from Get to Work from doing the scientist stuff, but I guess not. It's so weird. I don't even remember a time when all we had was base game. I don't know what it is about this picture, but I kind of like it, and I want to put it somewhere. Yeah, I think it was just like a collection item, but why? All right, plants, doors, debug. Get rid of that picture. Potato chip. Kind of looks like a pickle. I don't know. None of this is striking my fancy. And I'm getting I'm getting to that zone out point again where we're just like I'm just scrolling aimlessly, not even really looking at anything. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot more to base game than there was when we started. Like baby food. We didn't even have babies. Well, we didn't have infants. I think the next update, if they're gonna pick a like age group, I think it needs to be elders. It really drives me crazy that every elder I make is the same height as, you know, my 6 foot tall adult man of the house. Like, my grandma should not be that tall. Part 3, part 4, maybe both. It's hard being a perfectionist. I just want it to feel right, you know? I don't want to rush it. That's the whole point. We're just having fun. I'm really happy with this side. I like how this looks. We're on to something here. I don't know what it is yet. This corner, meh. She's okay. I like the stairs. I'm good with the stairs. I love the kitchen. I'm really happy with how that came out. And this little dining area. Downstairs, I have no complaints. I'm pretty good with downstairs. But yeah, we still have all the landscaping, the inside of this, and we got to finish the bedroom. So I think that's going to have to be a next time. I don't know when next time's going to be. I'm going to say probably not tomorrow. It'll probably be sometime during the week, assuming work is going well. Other words, it might not be till next weekend, but I'll probably, I might do, like, I've been trying to do little things on YouTube in the middle, like just screenshots of previous builds. So I've been calling it the build archives of things I've already built. Maybe I'll just do like a quick little video tour or something instead. That way there's something. I don't know, because I don't want to just disappear for a week. But all right. Well, thank you for coming by again. I'll let you know. Well, I'll let somebody know when when I find out. Like I said, it's just one of those things. I don't know how the project's gonna go. But thank you so much. And thank you again for stopping by, and we will catch up next time.